We begin with great news about the Kia Tasman. It's finally arrived. Not the ute, but another ad. And once again, it's a who's who of has-beens.
Needs a bit of work.
Oh, good. I know some tradies.
This one's going over time.
You guys need a ladder? I reckon we'll be right.
Oh, that is
Beautiful Macedonian marble. You're going to love it.
G'day, Ash.
Best on grass, hey Pat? Did you come up with that one all by yourself?
Yeah, I did, actually. Thanks.
Got us a new gig. Road's closed, boys.
Chief's orders.
Want to take the shortcut?
That sounds like a dare. Oh, good grip.
This roof's a bit how you going?
I know a guy who can do terracotta tiles. Hola.
I am flat out. Is it Takashi?
He's dreaming.
Wow, I'm amazed they found that many sports stars that were still allowed to drive. And what a cameo. It's Jan from the Not Happy Jan ad. But they missed my favourite sports tradies, Dave Warner's sanding and Todd Carney's bubblers. So far, a grand total of under 2,000 utes have been pre-ordered, which is about one for each guest star. Emily, did they front-load the ad instead of the ute?
Yes, Will, I think they maybe did. And unfortunately, I feel like they sort of front-loaded this series of ads as well. I think the first ones are excellent and you've got to give them credit. They've committed to the big scale. They've put all big names in there again. It's a big production and I think that's great. But this one for me, I've probably watched it 10 times. I'm still not sure what the hell is going on. There is just a lot of hecticness. It's very frenetic. They haven't left the lovely space that they've done in the previous ones for the little inside jokes to really land. And I think you end up with more unanswered questions than really an understanding of anything more about the brand or the product. So you'll end up sort of thinking, well, hang on, why has Ash Barty bought a dilapidated house? Why are they all tradies now? When then you start thinking, were they tradies in the first ad? And you start to send yourself back to the pub ad. And then were they tradies in the Bronco ad? And then you wonder why the ute isn't more central to the story. And ultimately, I think all that deciphering, for me anyway, gets in the way of just sitting back and enjoying and being entertained.
This is tough for a show about advertising, but I think you might be thinking about it too much.
I mean, it's starting to feel like a piss take now, isn't it? It's like they named it Tasman because it takes that long to get over the ocean. I mean, Able Tasman only took 10 months to come here from Europe. This has been coming for years. This ad is a good example of cognitive overload. So when you stack an ad full of stars, you go into star recognition, not retention. It's like celebrity bingo. You go, oh, that person, but you don't remember the ad itself. You don't actually remember what the ad is about. And unfortunately, Kia is still positioned as like a SUV in the suburbs, you know, that your accountant takes to Pilates. They need to reposition it as something tough and rugged and interesting, and all those people, and you don't know who it's for. Is it for tradies? Is it for sports stars? They eventually have to start selling the steel, not just the stars, because it's like Australians love sports stars, but when it comes to these utes, they're more interested not in who endorses it, but can it pull, you know, 3.5 tons up a dirt hill?
I disagree, and I think most tradies take 18 months from when they decide to buy a ute to when they purchase it, which is why this has been spread out. And they've thrown so much money at it because the profit margins in building utes is actually higher than normal cars. But ute buyers, you would think, being a work vehicle, they would buy on functionality, but they don't. Parochialism is huge. They are trying to out-Aussie Hilux, and that's what they're doing here, and I think they're doing it pretty well.
As Russell would say, this is classic advertising.
Well, thank you for filling that slot.
Yeah, it's the storytelling. They've really, you know, they've dug their heels in and they're going to stick to this story and they're going to play it through. They've done this now almost over a year now. So I think kudos to them to actually following through with the story. I think that's pretty cool. Their positioning for a long time, to your point, is like, is it for suburbs? They're a Korean brand. So I feel like somewhere in the brief here, someone decided we really need to become Aussie. We need to be known to be Aussie, maybe more so than the other brands. And they've really gotten into that. But my issue here is with the definition of Aussie. Now, 29% of Australians were not born in Australia, right? And over 50% or close to that number have parents who were born outside of Australia. So now all of a sudden, you have, one, picture this for tradies who we're not sure, is that your right audience? Are you totally trying to switch Kia over from who they're usually okay with as a consumer base? And if you are, I don't think tradies are necessarily going to be following this. And I'm finding it hard to believe that I'm the only person who's Australian, proudly, but who cannot recognize so many people in that ad. So you're paying for celebrity power, which isn't going to land with a massive part of potential audience. So
but it doesn't need to. And this is kind of the beauty of it. This is like a combination of influencer marketing and old-style TV. All you need to do is recognise the sports person you like. And they've all got their own social media channels as well, so they're pushing it out through that as well. So in a sense, they are targeting a whole bunch of blokes in a whole lot of different ways. I'm channeling Russell here because I'm going to say I think it's genius.
I like Pat Rafter's company, Best on Grass, because I am also.